What is going on YouTube? Hater back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum and Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. I also want to give a huge shout out to Vega for sponsoring today's episode. As you guys can see, Vega is giving away $200,000 worth of Vega tokens in a prize pool for ByBit, ByVote, which we'll talk about a little bit more later on in today's episode. But specifically, what we need to look at in today's video is the constant consolidation that's pretty much taking place among most of the major cryptocurrencies. We haven't really been seeing much movement at all, and it's really because we are consolidating and battling some very serious and very strong resistances as well as supports, and we're kind of just floating, filling in the gap, creating lower highs and creating lower lows, or higher lows and lower highs, all coming to one point of contact here, and then a decision is going to have to be made inevitably. You can see right on XRP here, we have this higher low, higher high movement here, but we are slowly sandwiching and filling in this gap here where we are coming to a point where a decision is going to have to be made. We have a beautiful blue uptrend here. We have this ascending fractal. We have the moving average acting as a resistance, and it's all coming to some point of apex here, and a decision is going to have to be made at that point. Besides XRP, you can see Ethereum is kind of seeing an interesting pattern. So I've discovered an uptrend in yellow that I've drawn here on the relative strength indicator. So as we've been heading up, the prices have been heading down. So it's kind of like a bullish divergence, I believe. It's bearish or bullish. I don't know the exact one, but I can pull it up really quick. Bullish divergence. We'll see which one it is exactly. And it's usually when the lower lows and then higher lows here. So we have I think this is a bullish divergence occurs when the prices fall. A bullish divergence occurs when the prices fall and the oscillator fails to reach a new low. The situation demonstrates. So I'm pretty sure that's it. Bullish divergence, price goes up. No. So we have a bearish divergence here. You can see a bearish divergence, but obviously you guys will correct me down in the comment section below. But you can see kind of where prices are going lower while our relative strength indicator is moving higher. This is acting indirectly from each other here, which is quite interesting, but we'll talk more about that later on as well. We have Bitcoin here consolidating up, which honestly looks pretty good if you ask me, but you can see here the problem zone that we've pretty much come into here, where we have an uptrend, we have a price floor, and we have the moving averages all getting sandwiched right here, where a decision is going to have to be made. We're creating these higher lows, but we're all having problems breaking through it here. So lots more to talk about. Same thing with the S&P 500, which is bottoming out in my opinion, and we are due to move up. But with all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. So guys, yesterday we made a video basically stating that the breakout is imminent here and we are starting to head to the upside here. This is pretty much to continue from where I left off, talking about the fact that the prices are swinging up here. We're getting so close to that moving average, and we need to make a decision. Are we going to see a bullish break? Are we going to see a bearish reversal here? That's pretty much the point that we're leading to, and a decision is going to have to be made here. Now, as you guys can see on the current coin market cap, a quick refresh reveals that we're up about, or we're actually down about 0.94, but we are slowly moving in an uptrend, or we were at least. But you can see here, up 1.39 on the past week on Bitcoin here, down about 1.4 here. Solana is the only thing really starting to tick upwards here. But you can see we were doing pretty well for the most part here. I guess we are consolidating down across the board for a lot of these cryptos here. And you can see for XRP specifically, though, we are in an uptrend. This is without a doubt an uptrend here. You can even see on the 4-hour charts here that we are in an ascending fractal here. Higher lows and higher highs. Each time we fall lower, it's higher than the last, and each time we head higher, it's higher than the last. But it all comes to some point where a decision is going to have to be made. We look good across the board, trading at 50 flatline on the RSI, and we are coming to get sandwiched at this moving average. This is a problem zone for us, as you guys can clearly tell. You can also see why we're having a bit of problems is because we're retesting on the weekly here, the bottom green band here, which is a huge resistance as it's starting to act. The goal is to break through that, because if we do, it's a very easy ride up to 62 cents here. Very easy, very quickly. Sorry, I meant to pull up the daily here. You can see how high that would inevitably send us here, right up above the 59 cents resistance here, up to about 62, which should be that top red band on the weekly moving averages here. But until we see that breakout here, which is where I truly believe we're going to see a move to, because we have these kind of bullish bull flags here. We should see that rally. Inevitably, what I strongly believe is going to happen is we need to break through this major moving average. If we can break through this, it'd be very easy for us to full send up even higher. So with that being said, I do want to talk really quickly a little bit more about Vega with you though. I want to give a huge shout out to Vega for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, in recent news, Vega has announced a huge airdrop campaign dedicated to ByBit votes. And if successful, they will have a prize pool of $200,000 in Vega token that will be shared among participants. And yes, you heard me right, $200,000. For those that don't know, Vega is an advanced order book DEX, which brings the features users expect from centralized exchanges to fully decentralized non-custodial trading. The app chain-based protocol allows for competitive leverage and trading fees with no gas or other hidden costs. Trading settles in industry standard ERC20 tokens like USDT, thanks to Vega's single-step bridging to and from the Ethereum mainnet. Vega is also the first of a new kind of DEX that combines the power and speed of sub-second block times on its custom-built proof-of-stake network with uncompromising decentralization. That means everything from the listing of new markets to the risk parameters and reward distributions are controlled by the community through transparent on-chain governance. This is important, so listen closely. Only new users registered via the link in the description down below will be able to vote in the new ByBit user campaign, but that doesn't mean current ByBit users will be left out. People who already have ByBit accounts can vote in another campaign, which I'll also link down in the description below. It's a 10K votes campaign with $20,000 worth of Vega tokens. Basically, the first 20 people who cast 10,000 votes to Vega will earn $1,000 in Vega tokens each. And lastly, exclusively for Vega protocol users, there will be a $20 USDT bonus plus a chance to win the new iPhone 15 Pro for new ByBit users who deposit at least $100 USD and a few other steps. So in total, $200,000 will be given away and an iPhone 15 Pro. $100,000 worth of Vega tokens will be given to the all ByBit user campaign, $80,000 worth of Vega tokens to the new ByBit user campaign, and then $20K worth of Vega tokens to the 10K votes campaign. So guys, that's a lot of opportunity to make some serious crypto. And with that all being said, if you want to partake in the giveaway or want to learn about Vega, then make sure to check out the links down in the description below. Otherwise, shout out to Vega for sponsoring today's episode, and let's get back into the technical analysis. All right, so jumping back into the technical analysis, as you guys can see on Ethereum, it's kind of what I think maybe it's a bearish divergence. We'll see if that's how that, inevitably affects the markets here. But let's pull this up. Here we go. Bearish divergence is that, and then we have hidden divergence. I don't know which one it's going to be. It's definitely a bit confusing for me. Here we go. Reversal divergence levels. So this is bearish where price makes a higher high. No, that's not what's happening here. Prices make a lower low, indicator makes a higher low. That's what we're looking at here. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing the price. You can see the price makes a lower low, and if we go to Ethereum, the price is making a consistent lower low here. You can see that. And as we make that lower low, the indicator makes a higher low here. With Ethereum, the indicator is making a higher low here, and that ideally is bullish. So we're looking for a bullish movement here, which is pretty interesting if you ask me. So we're looking for a bullish divergence. We have a bullish divergence, and these apparently have a textbook swing back to the upside here. So this is ideally a good sign and a reference to a break to the upside here. So that's exciting, and hopefully we can see that happen fairly soon. We'll see how long it takes, but I think everything is leaning more towards a bullish movement here. You can see we're getting stuck on Bitcoin's moving average here as well, where prices are pretty much teeter-tottering like this. A decision is going to have to be made fairly soon if you ask me here, but ideally this movement is going to need a pump to the upside here. Ideally, we're neck and neck here. It is indecisive, indecision time. I almost think we might see some sort of trend here. But you can see as we're getting flatlined out on this daily moving average, we need to make a decision here. If I jump outwards here, maybe I can start to see some sort of uptrend. Maybe we can draw something like this. Maybe we can draw an uptrend like this. I don't know for sure. Yeah, it's semi-accurate. We'll leave it alone for right now. That top resistance is a bit harder for me to gauge, but there is some sort of, technical indicator forming here that would ideally lead, hopefully, to a bullish reversal instead of a bearish one. Hopefully, we break to the upside here. You can see on the weekly chart, too, we're yet again retesting this weekly moving average, just like I think it was Ethereum doing here. And ideally, if we could break through that green band on the moving average, we should be able to see a pretty solid swing to the upside here, and that's truly what we're waiting for. And then obviously, if we look at the S&P, another bullish signal is the fact that we are so freaking oversold that it's pretty much due inevitably to see a run to the upside here. Now, the only thing holding us up, actually, sorry. So we're trading at 50 on the RSI on the weekly here. The lowest we could probably move to is about here, but I think even then we're going to see a bullish reversal off of that. But that's pretty much everything that I have to say for today's video. With that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe if you haven't already. Shout out to Vega for sponsoring today's episode, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.